Welcome and thanks for joining us. I'm Dr. Johnson with Alterman and Johnson Family Chiropractors, and this is Q&A with Doctors A and J. So today we're talking to Dallas Arthur, and Dallas is a photographer. So let's just start by tell us a little bit about yourself and maybe how this came to be a passion of yours.
Sure. Hi there. Thank you for having me. I'm excited for everything that you do for the community, and I'm really grateful to be able to chat with you today. So I am a birth photographer. I am the photographer behind Dallas Arthur Photography. I've been doing this I've been a professional photographer for 8 years, and the first birth that I ever photographed, that baby just turned 4 years old this month. So I've been doing this 4 years. And I provide photography wherever babies are being born. So whether that's in the hospital, at home, or in a birth center where babies are born, that's where I'm at. So I go on call for my clients at about 37 weeks. And when they say it's time to go, I go join them and photograph the most incredible births in the entire world. And it's just what I absolutely love to do.
And you do photograph beautiful things for beautiful works because I've seen your work.
Thank you.
Yeah, so current day, things slightly different climate.
Oh yeah, a little bit.
You can still be present for home births.
I'm grateful that I've actually got a little break in clients right now.
Okay.
I've been able to photograph home births. However, with the new, stay in place orders, I'm a non-essential business. So,
Okay.
But once that is lifted, I will be able to photograph home births again, as long as the midwives deem it to be safe. Obviously,
Okay.
Safety of babies is high priority. So yeah, my next clients are due in May, and thankfully they are home births. So hopefully by May we'll be back at it again.
We all have our fingers crossed for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So here's the sweet thing, though, that you have some tips that you're going to provide to parents for how dad, or I guess probably spouse, partner, could do some of the photographing, and you're going to just share some tips with us for how to make that special. Yes?
Yeah, absolutely. So during this time, a lot of things are changing. You won't necessarily have the people with you there for your birth that you thought would be there. So I'm going to specifically talk to hospital births, because that's where the restrictions are in place, where it's just one partner. So dad or partner, spouse will be with you. And if you want pictures of that special time, the great thing is that partners can still do that. They're not going to be professional images, but they'll still be images that you absolutely treasure and that will bring up all those amazing memories of that special day. So just have a few little tips for you. The first one is to just don't expect it to be like a birth photographer. So I'm just saying that for partners. Don't put that pressure on yourself, because a birth photographer, we're stepping aside and letting you do what you're doing to support your partner. You have the role of supporting your partner, and that comes first. So if you miss photos because you're supporting your partner, then you're doing a great job and doing what you're supposed to be doing. So just let go of that, let go of perfection, and just approach it as this is something that I can add to this special day. So use the equipment that you're comfortable with. So what I would say is, between you and your partner, look at your cell phones and figure out which one has the better camera. So you might know that based on the pictures that you take. Just do some Google searching and find out, which one has the better camera. This sounds like a simple thing. Wipe down the lens of your camera. If you have a case on it and it's got plastic over the camera, maybe take the case off. Scrub it really good. Make sure that lens is super clear. So that's going to make a big difference in how sharp and how colorful your pictures are. And if you have a camera and you want to, take some pictures with your camera, practice. Do a little practicing at home. Take it inside. Inside is going to be much more similar to the lighting conditions of a hospital room than going outside in beautiful, sunset like most people take pictures of. So practice inside. The next thing that I say is, when you get to the hospital, tell your nurse that you're interested in taking pictures, because they are, oh my gosh, bless their hearts, they are heroes. They're doing amazing jobs right now. And they also are very cognizant of the fact that your birth team might not be with you. So I'm sure that some nurses, if they have a free moment, would be happy to pick up your cell phone and snap some pictures for you. They could also tell you things to look out for, or where they need you to stand to stay out of their way. So let your nurse know. As far as lighting goes, if it's daytime, open those windows all the way up, turn off the overhead lights if you can, because they're pretty orange. If it's nighttime, turn the lights on, but don't use the flash, because the flash can be really distracting. It also can make your pictures just look really blown out. So if it's a little dark, stay very still. Hold your phone very still while you take pictures. And then in terms of what you're actually photographing, I like to think of birth as chapters. So chapters of a book. There's the chapter where you're leaving the house. There's the chapter where you're getting admitted. The chapter where you're getting in the bed and getting monitoring. Chapters where you're laboring. If you're going in for a C-section, when you're getting all ready for the C-section. So just think of each of those moments as a chapter and just snap 1 or 2 pictures in each moment that as it occurs. If it's helpful for you to keep a list of important moments, you can, but I don't think you have to do that. I think you just pay attention. Every time something changes, take a picture, and you should be able to tell the whole story for that. So at the moment of birth, that's the one place where it's really, I mean, it's hard for even birth photographers, and we're very trained, and we do this all the time. It's still a moment that's kind of tricky to get right in the moment. Let go of that pressure. Enjoy your baby being born. You will have fresh pictures of that baby being born, in the minutes afterwards. If it's really important for your partner, let them know, moms, tell them that I want this picture and that's more important than you holding my hand right now. So make that clear. But also, if there's an extra nurse or a student who might be in the room, they might be able to snap a picture and then obviously set the phone down and do what they need to be doing in that moment. So another tip is you could set up a video and just set it up on the corner. There's that tray table where your food goes. You could push that aside, prop your phone up and just take a video. That way you've got some audio of what's going on and a little bit of visuals to help you remember all the special details. And then when baby comes, there's beautiful moments that you can photograph with that sweet little baby. But again, don't make it a high pressure thing. You're going to still be there in the hospital for a day or two. So don't feel like you have to get all those pictures right there, right now. The baby's going to look just as cute, just as beautiful, just as precious the next day if you want to get some beautiful shots during the daytime once everything has calmed down. And with anything, if you have a photographer in your life, I know that I am very happy to edit images for people. I'm happy to tweak your cell phone pictures and just help them make them beautiful for you. But if you've got any questions, I would love to be a sounding board for any families that are going through this really crazy time. You guys are rock stars and you're doing amazing.
So, Dallas, you shared a lot of information right there in those few minutes.
Cram it all in.
I love that idea that you had of think of your birth process in chapters and just try to get a couple of pictures in each chapter, and also just take the pressure off and do the best you can. So absolutely. That was really useful information, and I think that that's going to help a lot of people. What I want is for them to know how to get in touch with you. So if you'll go ahead and say it, and then we'll also put in the comments. We'll tag you and put a link to your Facebook page, whatever you would like to have there. So,
sure. Well, thank you so much. That'd be great. So my name is Dallas Arthur, Dallas like Dallas, Texas, and Arthur like King Arthur. And so it's DallasArthurPhotography.com. My Facebook page is Dallas Arthur Photography, and my Instagram is Dallas Arthur Birth Photography.
Okay, thank you so much. We appreciate you taking the time to do this.
All right. Thank you. Thanks for having me.